You've got a new album out today. It's crazy it's only your third album. I feel like you've put out so much good stuff, but I guess a lot of that stuff's just not album. It's like this is a third full project.
Yeah, third full project. It's like I'll hear that. Then sometimes I hear like, wow, you got 3 albums out already on your 5th single? Because you figure there's some artists that just now put out an EP on like their 3rd single.
Yeah.
But then they also got to play covers their whole show. So it's kind of like.
You always have a lot of really cool people because you have great songs yourself, but you have the ability to get really cool people to do songs with you and to also share the message that you want shared. In all of your collaborations, it's like you don't bring someone on and they just are out of nowhere and it doesn't make sense. It's like you bring on great communicators of what the song actually means. And it's a really cool thing that you do. And so I'll talk about that for a second because on this record, and I do want to talk about the Jennifer Lopez thing because I saw that and was like, holy crap. That's all. How did you get J-Lo to be on a song?
So it's a remake of her song On My Way from her movie Marry Me. And like, I know somebody that works with her. He like reached out and was like, hey, we want to do a remake of this J-Lo song. Would you be down to do it? I was like, that's a dumb question. Of course. Like, I don't care what the song is about. I didn't even know what song it was going to be. I said, yeah. So he just sent it over. She'd already done her vocals. So I just did mine and I just sent it back.
That's cool. So it kind of came to you, but then you got to also go, this is still a me thing.
Yeah. So then after we did it, it was like, hey, I got a new record. Can we put it on the record? Now the CeeLo T-Pain thing was different. Like I was in Miami doing some stuff with Pitbull, and then I went to the studio, and my boy Vinny that produces some CeeLo stuff said, hey, Jimmie, CeeLo got this verse, he got a chorus, but he wants to like change it. What do you want to do? See if you can write a chorus to it. So I said, all right, play the track. So I just hopped in the booth, freestyled this chorus, then went back and recorded it. And I called T-Pain a couple of days later, like, bro, I got this song with CeeLo. You want to do it?
You just called him?
Yeah.
He's like, hello.
Yeah, I just called
Jimmie, I'm glad you're here.
He was like, can I buy you a drink? I was like, I'm good. So then he said, yeah, so he did it. Now there's this hip hop artist I was texting to do the third verse. So I was like, oh, wait, no, I want a verse. I don't want to just sing the chorus on a song on my record. And then KDO, the other feature. So every album, I want to have an artist that doesn't have a record deal with a song. So it started with Betty James Gold Edition with Neon Union, who me and my buddy Aaron Benwood just signed, just got them their first record deal. Now KDO, she's an artist in town that used to demo sing a lot of songs that they would pitch to like artists like Carrie, Marin, Carly, whoever. But the problem is in Nashville, sometimes if you become a demo singer, you get pigeonholed as that. So she's a great artist. And we had her come in because the song we did, Broken Heart, was going to be a duet anyway. And my boy was like, hey, let's have this girl KDO come demo. I was like, cool. So she came in. I was like, wait, no. Let's just keep her on the song. That way, one, I feel like I've been given a platform and people have given me opportunities. I feel like it's my job to do that for other people. So I'm excited for the world to hear KDO.
What's interesting about that, what I hear when you tell that story is Reba, does he love you? Mm-hmm. Linda Davis, does he love you? So they do this, and she was just singing the demo for the song because she was with Reba's touring group, and they were like, well, who do we want to get on it? And they had gone through, according to urban legend. I think Reba actually told me this, so it's not that urban of a legend. They had gone through people to do it. And she was like, no, let's just have Linda do it. She sounds great, and she's already on tour with us as a background singer. And so she was like, and she's a great artist that no one has actually let beat. And so that song, Does He Think of Me? And so that's that. Yeah. Similar to what you just told me.
That's what she does, like, because Katie's a nurse, so she'll go work her nurse shifts and still write songs. Like, nurses work 12 hours. So she'll go work 12 hours, still go write songs, then still go record her music. So I just, had so much respect for her and the hustle. We really appreciate people that got hustle, bro.
Because we try to appreciate, it's like a time machine, and I'll speak, and you can agree or disagree, but you say that and it resonates with me because I go, man, somebody's just killing themselves. I think that's why I was drawn to you early, because I would see you just going so hard for what you wanted, and I admired that because nothing was given to you. And I'm like, I like it, I want to help them, but in reality, I just wanted to help me because that's what I did, and I wanted somebody to help me.
For sure.
So that's how I feel because you talk about her, and I'm like, yes, I should help her.
Yeah, man.
But I think we're actually just trying to help ourselves in the past.
Yeah, and it's kind of like that's what connects us because my biggest pet peeve are lazy people. People that say, I want this, I want that, but they've never taken one step in the direction to achieve said career they want. But when I see someone like exhausting every option to make it happen, I'm like, that's when you step in because that's what someone did for us. We got to a point where we worked our butt off when we got good at what we were doing a little bit enough to get someone's attention and people say, you know what, they're investing in themselves, so I'm gonna invest in them.
Yeah, they just kicked the door, it cracked it a little bit, kicked the crack a little bit, and let us have a shot to enter the room.
Just hold the door. Give me some more time to get there.
Give
I'm
us
gonna
a
get through it. Just hold it for me for a second.
Jimmie Allen is here. Record's out today called Tulip Drive. What I want to mention too, and we were talking about this before you came on, but Jimmie took a red eye to get here to do the show today. Amy, what's a red eye to you?
A red eye, picture yourself like in LA trying to get to New York, and you do it overnight or something, and you maybe catch the flight at midnight, and voila, you wake up in New York.
So red eye, because I'm assuming you're tired and your eyes are red, but it's an overnight flight.
Yeah.
They're difficult because it throws you off, and
Yeah.
you're obviously, like you said, you hustle and you got here, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But why you were confused is a red eye to you is the same thing,
It's
but
nonstop.
this wasn't that.
There's not a stop. I went from one ratchet city to another one. I went from Oakland to Detroit.
Like at
Whoa,
midnight.
my credit score dropped 100 points, by the way. Okay? You can't. If you're going to take me from Oakland to Detroit, can we at least stop in Scottsdale in between? Or even Utah? Maybe Salt Lake City. They could pray for me out there to get my credit score back up. Then I came to Nashville. But that's what I didn't realize it had to stop until I got on the plane. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's just two connectors at night. That's not a red eye.
Yeah.
He hung out for like 2 hours in an airport.
Let's fly you here, say, 10:50 your time. We'll take you to Detroit at 6 a.m. and you'll stay there for 2 hours. And you got to stay awake because you don't want to fall asleep and miss your flight.
Yeah,
and then you get on another flight and come here. Oh, yeah. And you won't shower. So it's Monday smelling like Sunday. So here it is.
Well, you look good.
I try to put a little piece together.
You look good. Well, you have 5 or 6 brothers and sisters.
I have 4 sisters.
He's got his fingers up, by the way, for those who don't know. Yeah.
4 sisters, 3 brothers.
And what is that dynamic like with you doing what you do? Because this is a weird job.
Yeah.
You're really good at it, but this is a weird job that you're a performer and you do. What do they think? And what's like generally, what's the family do?
Well, they don't really care. They still just treat me like Jimmie. So, it's an inside joke with my friends and family that's known me forever. They still treat me like Jimmie with a Y. So, I switched Jimmie to an IE a year before I got my record deal to honor my grandma because she spelled Betty IE. So, everybody that knew me with a Y, that was like the Delaware days. So, my family still treat me like Jimmie with a Y. Like, my brother is construction. He's one of the top governors at the Moose Lodge, that we all hang out in Delaware. So he takes that very serious. Shout out to the Moose Lodge, by the way. My one sister used to work at the consortium, like a lot of special needs people. My one brother, I don't know what he does. All I know is he always has money, but I never see him working. So I'll leave that
I
at
wouldn't
that.
even say that. Hey, but now you're throwing him under the. He don't like that you say that at all. He doesn't like that at all.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I don't know what he does. He says he's always working. I never see him work, but he has money. Not my issue. My one sister works from home. She's in Nashville. She works for some insurance company. I don't remember. And my other sister, Danielle, is in Texas. I don't know what she does either, but she works. I know she goes to work.
Sounds like it need a little more connection, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah.
But it's a lot to keep up with.
But it's like we don't really talk. Like we don't ever talk about my job either. So I don't, we just talk. We hang out. We do family stuff. We play games. The last thing that's the one thing I love about my siblings. We keep work on the outside. Like my sister didn't even know I was having an album out until like a couple of days ago. She's like, "You got a record coming out? You didn't tell me." I said, "Oh yeah, my bad." She's like, "Oh, who cares? Whatever. I'll hear it eventually." So it's like we kind of don't. That's the one thing we do on purpose. We don't talk about work.
The album is out today. It's called Tulip Drive. I'm going to play Down Home. So it came out a few months ago, but really starting to gain some steam here. So I'm going to play this, but give me like 20 seconds of setup of the song so people can have an understanding of what they're about to hear.
Down Home. It's a song I wrote with my bass player, Tay Howe, Ryan Ball, Camberdale. It's a letter to my father, kind of like a check-in. I didn't want to make it a sad song, just, checking in, saying, hopefully everything's good up there because everything you taught us, we're still using it today and everything's good down home.
I want to talk about Kane Brown reaching, because Kane and I talk.
Yeah.
I love Kane.
Yeah, I love that guy.
And Kane's always extremely real, and I can appreciate that from him. And so I get a message from him, and I posted a video back at iHeart Country Festival. I guess that was, what month was that? What month are we now? May? Okay.
That was May?
Yeah, same. So there's a picture of all of us standing together, and it's everybody who performed and myself since I hosted. And just so you have an idea here, like this video, it's like scrolling.
That's the one where I didn't get the memo that everybody's going to have their show clothes on. I'm sitting there with basketball shorts on.
That's it. And so that's where this comes from. So this video is all of us. And Kane reaches out and goes to me, hey, he said, how come you're like me? All these MFs always dressed up in their show gear, and I look like I'm ready to hoop. And so he says this to me, and I'm offended because I thought I was looking pretty good. I had a nice outfit on, and I don't know what to say because I gotta respond. And I go, it's weird. So I go, haha, yeah, it looks like Jimmie and I are ready to chill on the couch and watch a game. Meaning, I'm just trying to bring you into this because you look like you're in shorts. But I don't know why it's saying that to me because I was like proud of my clothes.
Oh God.
And so I tell the show, I was like, Kane just said I dress fine. So then he sends me a laughing emoji. He goes, I meant to send that to Jimmie. I thought I was watching his account. He said, I tried to hit the unsend button, but I guess that doesn't work. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, you got to hold it.
So he was talking about you. He said, how come you're like him? Everybody dressed up. But yeah.
Because I chill in my sweats or shorts to the last minute because I know what I'm about to put on stage is about to be small, tight, and sweaty. You know what I mean? Because I'm in this leather kick right now. So.
Well, I was offended. My feelings were hurt. I was like, dang, Kane Brown thinks I'm ugly and I dress stupid.
Kane Brown thinks
I was like, I'm just trying to play basketball. I'm trying to go host a show here. You have a bowling. I know you bowl and you're a really good bowler, but you have a team?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was teams.
Yeah, so I'm in 3 leagues here, and then I'm in this traveling team, and then actually in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas next week.
3 leagues?
Yeah.
Traveling?
Yeah,
Travel. Yes, all of it. It gets weirder.
Yeah, we travel, do tournaments, and then I got USBC tournament in Vegas next week, then a TAT tournament, and then some PBA stuff coming because I am pretty much almost an official PBA tour. So you got to hold a 200 average for an entire season.
Could you be a pro bowler?
Yeah, I'm actually taking off the whole month of January to do that.
Next year, you're taking off to. What do you mean to do that? Like compete?
Travel and bowl, do PBA tournaments.
That's so
like
cool.
that.
I mean, it's weird because I don't know anybody that does that.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I think the only other person that does it a lot is me. That I know is me, Chuck Wicks, and Mookie Betts. Like when Mookie Betts is off from baseball, he travels and just does bowling tournaments, and they pay too.
Yeah. Okay. Can you make money?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, his eyes are very
shaking
big, and
his
he's shaking his head in a very
Yes.
violent, aggressive way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can get paid. I tell people bowling's like it's to the point where I've become a snob now with bowling. I'll ask for like their house pattern, what's their shot, what's the oil length, and then when I go to the bowling alley now and I see people next to me bowling with house shoes on and a house ball, I'm like, ugh.
You like?
What are you doing? Having fun? No, get better.
Oh, sad.
At Jimmie Allen, if you want to follow him again, IE, which is a great story. It was on your birth certificate, it's Jimmie with a Y.
It's James. James is my legal name.
You got the point. What I was saying, Jimmie.
Yeah.
But it was Jimmie. People call you Jimmie, but you changed it for your grandma.
Yeah, I changed for my grandma. That's why I started wearing these bandanas. Like that's my look now, because my grandma always wore bandanas. I'm like super sentimental. So everything I do, no matter how weird it might seem, there's a reason. Always.
So Tulip Drive is out, and speaking of weird, this is the last thing we're going to talk about, because if it is weird and we get into a fist fight, the segment ends here, right? Because we have nothing else to do. We've already talked about everything.
Oh, yeah,
So, you guys prepare yourself. Bring in the referees. So what I like about Jimmie is he will go to people that he admires and respects and says, hey, hop on this song with me. And so I had this little song. I reached out to Jimmie. I said, hey, Jimmie, get on the song with me. All right.
He's already laughing.
He's laughing and he's leaning
we
away
go.
from the chair.
Because
No,
the
hold
crazy
on.
is-
Hold
All right,
on.
go for it, go
I'm
for it.
going the
Go
story
for it,
first.
go for it.
So, like, I love Jimmie. Like, not just in here, we do this, but as like a dude. And so I never want to ask anybody to do anything with me or us unless I'm like close. And, you know, John Party did a comedy song we wrote last time. And I said, you know, it'd be good on this. It'd be Jimmie. And so I don't want to say the name of the song because somebody else is going to do it once Jimmie rejected us. But anyway, so I sent the song to Jimmie, and I feel awkward. I'm like, oh, I don't want to ask somebody to do this song. So I send the track with the empty verse. I say, hey, Jimmie, we're doing this song. Is this something you want to do? Like, hop on it. You can say no. Just let me know. It's an awkward thing to ask somebody. And I didn't hear anything. A day went by. Not even a text back. 2 days went by. Nothing. And I'm like, that's weird. He must be scared to say no.
He's like, does he not know I'm Bobby Bones?
No, it's just like, does he
That's
not
not
want to
what it
hurt my
said.
feelings because we're friends? And so days go by. And so I get somebody that works with me, talk to your person, and they're like, oh, yeah, Jimmie doesn't have a phone. And I'm like, that's bullcrap. That's what people
Nah,
say.
I'm dead
Go ahead,
serious.
So what?
So here's what. So I don't update my iPhones ever because it freaks me out. Like, I just think they just want me to keep updating, so stuff would go on the phone. So I forgot where we had. I was at right before a show. I plugged it in on my phone, and I came back out, and then my phone is just doing the circle thing, like it's loading, right? And then the Apple thing comes on. I'll go to hit it. My screensaver pops up with my daughter's face on there. Every time I put my passcode in, boom, phone shuts off. I didn't have a phone for like 2 days.
And it happened to be the only time I sent you a song. Hey.
And then and I was freaking out anyway, right? So excuse me. So we fly to Philly that next day. Go to Philly, hit the casino, go to Philly. I get a new phone, right? And then when I back it up, I have too many pictures and stuff, so the phone's not loading again, so it freaks out again. So then I got to get another phone 2 days later in Nashville. I didn't have a phone almost for like 4 days. So then when I finally get my phone back up and running, the last time I updated my phone was March. So I got text messages from March, right? So my manager asked text me, said, hey, did you not want to do the song with Bobby? You could have just told him. I said, I ain't getting no song. He said, yeah. He said, they sent the song over. He said, yeah. He said, I figured it was weird, but he said, I just told him you didn't have a phone, because I didn't have a phone. Because I'd have responded, and I'd have done the song. So can we do another one?
Sounds sus. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can we do another one?
I'm not letting you commit to it here.
No, this is a new phone.
I'm not letting you. He
Look
probably
at the
bought that
date.
just for today. He grabbed somebody else's phone.
Look at the
He's
date.
like, I know he's gonna bring this
No,
up. So
I
give
even
me.
got 2 new phones, because this phone is mirrored to this phone. So if this phone ever goes away, I have another one.
All I know is I sent him this heartfelt message, got no response, and here we are now not doing a song. A pretty funny song, I'll tell you. It's a pretty good one. It probably could be the thing that really breaks your career and gets your first hit.
Man, I say, how about we do this?
I don't like it. Whatever it is.
The person that's on it, let me join.
We're already done.
It's done. It's easy. I can go to the studio and just do it. It's technology.
Nah.
Well, let's do another one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll see how
gosh.
your career's going in a couple years and readdress it then.
Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, I'll probably be a movie star, but
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I'm
probably
saying.
be
You won't even-
retired from music.
No
I probably won't even be doing music.
What kind of
then.
movie do you want to do?
Oh, a bunch. Like I'm seriously taking the transition into television and film. Like, I'm not leaving music. Like, I always put out singles. I always do records. But that whole idea of touring 100+ shows a year, no. I think I want to get to a point where I'm doing maybe 10 shows a year in the U.S., 20 outside a year, maybe 30 shows a year, and then just doing TV, movies, spending time with my kids, developing music education courses in different schools, but not just music, but the business side of it. You know what I mean? Because so many people don't understand the business that are artists, and then it shows other people that love music that might not be at the level of talent to be a musician. They could still be involved in a career teaching them management, publishing, PRO. So that's really what I really want to do. So.
After this little debacle, this song, you'll never work in this town again. So,
Oh, gosh.
you heard it here first. Jimmie's album, Tulip Drive, it's out today. It's so great, and it's so different. He's got a lot of great voices, but the most important voice is his own. And it's just a wonderful story.
The voice you don't want to put on a
I
song
tried.
since I didn't
The
have
voice
a
that
phone.
didn't respond.
I did not. That's so crazy. The time I do not have
Exactly.
a phone.
It is so crazy,
That
isn't it,
is
Jimmie? You
wild.
said it. It's so crazy, isn't it? It's a little too so crazy, isn't it? Uh-huh. All
I'll
right,
even
that's
go
enough
back.
of this interview, Ray. I think we're done. All right, you guys check out Tulip Drive. Check out Jimmie Allen, at Jimmie Allen. Follow him on all the socials. And that is it. Thanks, my friend, for coming by.
Oh, man. Thanks for
All right,
having
there he is. Jimmie Allen, everybody.
me. Hey.
It's a Bobby Bones show.